Celebrating a world record year, this is Jimmy Houston Outdoors.
Rising with the morning sun, I got no work today. You might find me up on the bayou or over in the ocean bay. Might be fishing on a mountain stream or a lake down in Tennessee. Might as well grab your fishing pole, come and go along with me.
Coming up, exciting fishing and family fun in our best season ever. Welcome to Jimmy Houston Outdoors.
Oh, come here, baby. Yeah. Yeah, that's a nice little fish. Boy, he hit that manipulator tough. Oh, pretty little fish. Come here, baby. I'm fishing today in a Kansas farm pond. You know, there's probably more fish caught out of ponds than just about any place in the whole country. All the big lakes and everything, because every little kid, when I was a little kid and couldn't go to a lake, well, I had a little pond close by, and that's really where I learned how to fish. Probably more fish caught in ponds than anything, but you know, ponds can be tough, even though you've got all the fish corralled in one little area that you can see, and this is a small pond. This thing's not but, oh golly, a quarter of an acre or something, maybe a half acre. It's not very big. Oh, look at all those doves coming in. And that's a typical fish that you catch out of a pond. Real nice, beautiful fish. Fish in ponds, back in there, baby. He liked me so much he tried to swim back out on the bank. Fish in ponds can be really, really good and exciting, and one thing about it, there's millions of them all across the United States. You can find them just everywhere you want to go. There's a lot of baits you can use in a farm pond. Two of the best baits that I like to use is a plastic worm. This is a new manipulator worm by Man's Bait Company. And it's got this little snake tail on it, and it's got ridges on it that vibrates when you move that thing through the water. And it's a tremendously, tremendously good worm. It even tastes good. But in fishing a plastic worm in a farm pond, generally you have a lot of vegetation. So one of the key elements in fishing a plastic worm in a farm pond is to use a real light slip sinker. Now you can see right here I've got a little 1/8 ounce slip sinker, very, very tiny slip sinker. I got this one painted brown. Now you can either buy slip sinkers that are already painted or paint them with a Master 7 paint kit. And but you use a light slip sinker because generally you're fishing ponds. Make sure you put some Pro Formula. This is night crawler Pro Formula here, which again, night crawler is ideal for a pond because that's what fish eat a lot in ponds. But in fishing ponds, you've got a lot of vegetation out there. Naturally, I set up where I've got to cast right into the wind. And a light slip sinker in that shallow water, you can drag it around. Fish a little bit slower than you do in a lake. A little bit slower. You didn't think I'd really eat that worm, did you? That's a nice fish. You'd be amazed at how many state records have come out of ponds and near state records. Golly. Just like a lake, though, you don't catch them all. That was probably the Kansas state record. I don't know what the Kansas state record bass is. It's probably 3.5 pounds. All you people from Wichita, Topeka, send letters in. I think the state record in Kansas is it's over 11 pounds, I believe. You know, they've got big fish in this state. I do an awful lot of fishing in the state of Kansas, and I like to particularly come up here. Anytime you handle your bait, you're putting human scent on there, so always go ahead and put you some scent on there to override that, and then to have a positive effect on catching the fish. I like to come to Kansas in the fall, and I'm here in the fall right now. Doves are flying around. My fingers, the reason I mentioned that fish is just as I was working it, a dove flew by and my finger twitched, my shooting finger, and it caused me to miss that fish. I didn't miss that hummer, though. Let me tell you something about... Put a little bit more drag here on my fighting star on him. That must be a monster. I may have a lot of grass there. Sometimes, folks, there's an 8-pound bass in that grass. Woo! There is really a fish in there. Boy, he ate that worm. He absolutely ate it. Doggone it, I've got him down hooked real deep. Oh, I hate to hook him that deep. I'm going to try to do a little surgery here. Keep from hurting the fish if I can. I hate that. There I was talking when I should have been jerking. Golly. Back in there and grow up, little feller. I'll tell you what, I really hate to hook one that deep. Come here, baby. Oh, that feels pretty good. I don't know if I got grass or a lot of bass or what. Whoa, man, he's strong. Golly. Oh, yeah, look at that farm pond bass. Whoa, yeah. Yeah, looky there. Golly. Hold him, Trilene. Hold him. Listen to that line on that duck grass. Woo, yeah. Come here, sugar. Ah, yeah. Now look at that farm pond bass. Now that is what it's all about right there. Now there is lots and lots and lots and lots of fish in a farm pond that's that size. Good lands, if I just had some green beans or black-eyed peas. I got the meat, I got the salad. Oh, yeah. Oh, boy, and I hooked him deep. Jimmy. I've been spraying that with Pro Formula, and of course that manipulator worm, it's got 454 on it. So you got taste, and oh, he'll be all right. Wow. Look at that. Now that's a pretty farm pond bass right there. And there is millions and millions of bass in the farm ponds all around the United States that's that size. Woo! It's about a 4 or 5 pound bass. Good fish right there. My goodness sakes alive. There he is. I bet I had thrown 100 times in that same spot. Golly! One thing about it, you get them in the grass, they're through fighting. Pretty nice bass. Come here, sugar. Ah, yeah. Not bad at all, not bad at all. Yeah. Well, you look how fat that fish is. That fish looks like my cameraman. Look at that thing. Look how fat he is. I guarantee you. Oh, boy. Yeah, I'll just leave all that on there. Don't forget ponds. Don't forget ponds. I tell you what, no matter where you are, anywhere in the United States, there's thousands and thousands of ponds that you can fish. He's not hooked bad. He just hooked good. There's thousands of ponds that you can fish. They're all good. Almost any body of water anywhere's got bass in it. You know, there's catfish in these ponds too. Great place to catfish. Don't overlook them. You parents, it's a great place to take your kids. You know, one of the greatest places to teach them how to plastic worm fish. Take that plastic worm, they drag it around. Look at the belly on that fish. Isn't he pretty? They learn the difference between sticks and weeds and a bass. And this is kind of messy, and that's what's going to be in the lake. But this is what makes ponds good. Search out these kind of ponds. Don't worry that they're hard to fish. It's a little bit of trouble to fish. Those are the ones that's got the best fish in them. They're everywhere. A couple other baits that you might try to fish in a pond that works real good is a minnow type bait, like a rebel minnow or a red fin. These type baits work just real good in a pond. Late in the evening, try that old topwater, like a crazy shad or a Zaraspook or a tiny torpedo or something like that, and you're going to catch some fish. Don't overlook the ponds. That's awful nice. And I'm going to let this one go back. Looky there. He jumped right back.